official, I'm going to Los Angeles, yay! Not that it wasn't already going to actually happen, but now I know I have my spot on the plane to be in Los Angeles on June 24th, 2012. Since my other camera decided to be rude and cut it off because the memory was full, now I have to start this new video on this camera that doesn't know how to focus. Anyway, what was I even talking about last, when it cut me off? Oh, I was talking about how, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm walking back and forth in my room, it's because this is how I burn extra calories. Literally, I just walk back and forth for literally hours and just keep burning calories. Burn more calories than sitting there. Anyway, before the other camera cut me off, I was saying how I was going to do an introduction video because even though some of you know me, you might not know specifically maybe why I booked that flight to Los Angeles, or why I'm losing weight, what I looked like before that, or any other little tidbit about me. So I don't really know what to talk about, so I'll probably just find some kind of questionnaire thing that tells me what to talk about myself. I'll give the basics and stuff, and why I booked a flight to Los Angeles, and why my name is Michael Jackson with 150 in it. Hey, for another camera. I don't feel like holding one right now, so I guess my webcam will do for now. So now I'll just do my about me part of my vlogs so you guys can know who I am. First of all, if you haven't figured it out by now, or if you haven't known this for years, my name is Cassie. I'm 20 years old. My birthday is on April 11th. I'm going to turn 21. I don't drink alcohol, so you don't have to be like, oh, the big 2-1, because just another birthday. But if you want to make it special, email Jillian Michaels and tell her to come kick my butt at the gym all day on April 11th. Perfect. Anyway, I go to college at UWM, which is the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Talk about my name. First of all, it should be obvious why my name resembles Michael Jackson. If you don't know what I'm talking about by my name, I mean my YouTube name and my blog name. Let me see if I can actually point. As you can see, he's there, he's there, he's there. And he's over there. And he's above. And he's behind. He's everywhere. So that's pretty self-explanatory. He has inspired me in countless ways, and words just can't describe how much he actually means to me. If it wasn't for him, I'm not sure if I would actually have had the endurance to lose all this weight. Mostly because that gets to my next point, because last year I made the commitment that I was going to go to Los Angeles for the anniversary of his death, and in January of last year I booked that flight, and I was scared to death that I wasn't going to be able to fit in the airplane seats. So I hung up my plane confirmation thing right next to my bed every morning, and I got up, and my goal was to fit into those seats when I went to Los Angeles for the anniversary of Michael's death. So needless to say, that in itself has been a big inspiration or motivation or whatever you want to call it for my weight loss. Therefore, Michael has been a big drive. And also, I can easily say his music has been the like the soundtrack to my weight loss. If I'm at the gym, I'm listening to Michael Jackson. He's not the only thing I listen to, obviously, but I find a lot of strength and a lot of motivation in his words. And especially if I'm having like a really tough day, I'm really tired, I'll listen, but I'll watch videos of him, his tours, or whatever, and like I just see the energy that he has on stage, and it just like pushes me and pushes me and pushes me to work harder, to, you know, step it up to his level that he shows on stage, because his energy level on stage is amazing. And usually if you like monitor my energy level on mostly the elliptical, starting before I watch a video and after I start the video, like it just goes up so much more. I burn so many more calories if I'm watching him. So that's where the whole Michael Jackson resemblance in my name comes from. And the 150 is just my goal weight, so I found a way to get my goal weight and Michael Jackson the same name, and that explains that name. I wish I could talk about my starting point of this weight loss more, but unfortunately, but I just don't want to reveal my starting weight until I reach my goal weight. Hopefully on April 30th or May 1st, I'll be able to reveal my starting weight, because that will mean I have reached my goal weight by then. So, hopefully. But if you didn't know, this is what I used to look like. As you can see, I was pretty heavy. I wore 2X shirts for some brands and up to 3X for some. But I am currently down to a size large t-shirt, so I have some questions. I guess I can answer those. First one, what methods have you tried to lose weight before? Well, I've been overweight for as long as I can even remember. I don't remember ever being skinny, but I was smaller as a child, like a young child. So honestly, I've done pretty much every diet in the book that I didn't have to pay for, because I was young. I obviously didn't have any money. Some I did pay for, and those were my more successful ones. The three most significant that I can remember: first one, I was on a Slim Fast diet for a little while, and I lost like 30 pounds on that, gained it all back. And then I used to like do those Billy Blanks Tae Bo videos. Like those used to be my entire workout regimen would just be like one of those videos, which is like 45 minutes, which is ridiculous to me now because I work out 3, 4, 5 hours a day now. And then my most current one before this one right now was my sophomore or junior, freshman, whatever, sometime in high school. I started going to a dietitian at the hospital, and I lost like 30 or 40 pounds going to her. But then some stuff happened and I gained it all back, so. And now here we are today. And move on to the next one, which is how do you stay motivated? And I can't even count how many times people have asked me this question in the past year and 1 month. Probably every single person who I've talked about this whole weight loss has asked me that question. And I can tell you how I stay motivated, which I will in just a second, but the truth is you have to find what motivates you, because what motivates me might be different than you. really you gotta be your own expert on what works for you. So, I don't know, maybe me telling you what works for me will help you. And in that case, one thing that I do every single day is I will think about where I was, how I felt, and just like how crappy it feels to have over 100 pounds to lose. Like, if you want to, like, just imagine living in a Halloween costume that just won't go away, and that you have to deal with publicly, and you feel humiliated every single day. Those are the feelings that I remember. And then I remember how it felt to get bullied because of my weight. And things like that make all the pain, all the muscle aches, all the sweat, all the tears, all the time, everything so worth it, because I don't feel any of that anymore. I don't feel like I'm trapped. I don't feel like I'm stuck in some deep hole that I can't get myself out of. Like, so much weight has obviously been lost from my body, but even more has been just taken out of my head, taken off of my chest. Like, it's just like I can finally breathe, like I'm not suffocating in just that darkness of being that overweight. And the second thing that motivates me is you guys, the people who tell me, you're doing a good job, you're doing this. My parents, my grandma, my aunt, my family, my brother, whoever, everybody in my family. Without people like my family and people like you guys, the ones watching this, take the time to not only watch, but, offer your support. It really means a lot to me. More than words can actually express. The hardest thing about losing weight is feeling like you're doing it alone, which I am doing alone, but because I have people who support me, tell me how good I'm doing, truly, I'm not doing it alone, because I have people behind me who believe in me. So, at the end of the day, you guys make it so much easier for me. And lastly, the last thing I do to find motivation, I will watch videos of Jillian Michaels, I will watch The Biggest Loser, I will read lyrics, read quotes, look at pictures, look up new exercise routines, listen to songs that motivate me, anything like that, like secondary sources that just, nothing internally about me, just external sources that just push me, drive me, get me pumped up to go work out, eat healthy, whatever. The last thing I just want to do is give a message to my grandma and anybody else who may have gotten the wrong impression and think that I'm sad. I'm not in the least bit sad. I don't know. I do agree that I might have looked a little sad in my first I don't know. Maybe I did look a little sad in that one, I don't know why. Maybe I was tired. But I'm not in the least bit sad. I am pretty much as happy as I've ever been, especially now that my flight is booked and, my plan is going according to how I've wanted it to for, the last year and a month, and no complaints. I'm happy. I'm on the right path, and each day I'm healthier than I've ever been in my entire life. So, Grandma, I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you in 3.5 weeks or 2.5 weeks, sometime in the end of this month. So, don't worry about me, I'm fine, I'm happy, and everything is good. So, I miss you.